everyone, I'm going to react to Log Horizon Season 1, Episode 13, and last episode, the new players are doing this dungeon thing, training thing. They ran away. And then you had the delegation from the party that went to the dance thing. I don't know, with Lord Sergius or whatever. They were there and talking about how the people of the land sort of like need them, basically, because now that they have this sort of like um round table thing, they can't just go willy-nilly and ask people to do stuff and then that's gonna happen. There are gonna be some rules that accompany this stuff now, so they're trying to get the round table on their side, basically. And then by the end there you see Krusty seeing what was her name again, Lady Lenicia, by herself, and then he approached her and I'm like, what do you have in mind? I don't know. So yeah, that's what happened last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys have a reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/philomini. And yeah, let's start this episode. And here we go. Northeast of the island chain. Is that where? No. Um the new players are doing facing some kind of zombie skeletons or something. I don't know. So can Russian rising? Or is that what those people from the land was seeing coming? And they're like, we need to warn people? I don't know. And I'm so glad about these glasses. Legitimacy, shield, and freedom. The shield being Lady Lenicia? And where does the freedom come from? Evil? Except the more crossy. Then learn. Oh, maybe they're not gonna let her. It didn't look like it. This boy. You know you're gonna be the one that wins, right? That wins. Is one night. So he's accompanying her. She doesn't have that freedom. Because you don't have the proper strategy. Girl, Minori, speak up. That's a lot of crabs. Well, it's a lot of them. What is that? Is that the thing that's approaching? You need protection? Ships? Okay. That smile is not convincing. Is there before crusty? Yeah, huh? Being jealous? I agree with that. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Krusty. Yeah, since he's stuck in the game. I thought he was gonna kiss the hand. He goes a casket dancing. Aww. She wants to dance with Shiro away. Okay. Oh, this is the guy that was looking at them before. Are you gone? Okay. When it comes to the kids that are doing the dungeon, they didn't really went into it that much. They just showed them keep still running away from the skeletons and all that, and wondering why they weren't able to overcome them. And then Minori at one point called Shiroi, probably to ask him for some pointers or maybe something or other, but he was occupied with this thing that he was doing, so he couldn't really talk to her. And yeah, that was basically it. And then when it comes to Krusty, has been basically wooing Lady Lunacia, trying to, I don't know, he called her a shield, like being sort of like being around her or something was gonna keep him from having to attend these I don't know, parties or something or other. But then he asked for her help also for the conference. What the conference? That will be the thing where they will have to the like the bigger party where people from the other lordship regions or that were gonna show up, and then some titles were gonna be awarded and everything. I think that's what Krusty meant by it. And he wanted Lenicia's support when it comes to that. And by the end, that she was willing to give it to her. And then there's the well, they started this episode with Shiro is talking about goblins that are demi-humans or something or other, and that they weren't really intelligent, but like in mass, like when there's a lot of them, they can like do a lot of damage or something. I don't know. That's why he started the episode with. But then by the end of the episode, you had yeah, you had they showed um the Crescent Moon Alliance and Naosuko, right? And Nyata, they showed them sort of like talking about how the others were still trying to get to the dungeon thing. Like it's been days, 4 days, I think she said, that they haven't seen him. And then they see in the horizon there was this sort of like blue circle. I don't know, something that was like all over the water, but then things sort of that disappeared. And they were sort of like looking at it in the distance, and I don't know, maybe I'm seeing it wrong, but it felt like it was a little bit shadowy. So I'm like, okay, is it the same thing that was happening when those two people of the lane saw something in the distance and they're like, well, they need to warn the villagers or something, the city? Excuse me. So I'm like, oh, is that what that was about? I don't know. And then Shiroi has sent Akatsuki to do reconnaissance or whatever. And then she saw these people talking about these Izumi Knights. And I'm like, who the heck are they? And they showed them again. No, not to show them. She was telling Shiroi that about these Izumi Knights. And then this person showed up, Regan, who's the mage of Mirror Lake. It was the same person that was looking at them when they were eating like outside, and they were talking about the situation in the people of the was talking about how the people of the land, like, they were discussing stuff on the table, and there was this guy that was walking on top of whatever he was walking by, and they were looking at him. He was looking at them. So yeah, I believe that was the same person. And the poor thing is, what does he do? Well, he said he was the mage of Mirror Lake, and then started talking about the bluish thing that what was her name? Marielle was looking at. I mean, that's water, right? So I'm like, does the blue thing have something to do with Regan? Was he responsible for that? Like, I don't know. And clearly, this person is powerful, because when he showed up, the way he showed up in the thing, you see Akatsuki and Shiroi being like on guard. So I feel like this guy is really powerful. Maybe he's level 90, like most of the powerful people in this. And then they also showed, what was it, Michi? What was his name again? Michi something. Talking to these, you have the academics thing, guild, that was Shiroi's thing. Then you have these other people that something, I don't know. They were having this dinner with Michi. I'm forgetting the last part of his name. They were having this dinner with him, and then they were talking about how they produce all this stuff, and then they transport this stuff to other places for people to sell, for people to eat or whatever. And then he mentioned the fact that, oh no, Michi mentioned the fact that there was these goblins that sort of showed up like along the way on their travel. And then he thought that he was gonna ask them to basically defeat the goblins there along the route. But this dude wanted them, basically, from what I understood, he wanted Michi and the others, because he's from the crafting guild, right? Maybe he wanted them to build them ships or something, so that they can transport their goods over water. So there was that. Oh yeah, they mentioned that Crossy has a little sister that he hasn't seen ever since he's been stuck in the game, and that Linecia sort of like reminded him of her. And then there was this talk also about freedom, about how with him being an adventurers have this freedom to do all these things that they want to do. But the princess, she really doesn't have that kind of freedom. Like, she lets other people clothe her, and because she's part of this Duke, let's search it, this Duke's family, she has this position that she needs to keep. There are appearances that she needs to display. So those things and those of the obligations that she has doesn't really let her be free. Yeah. I feel like Linecia is feeling something for Crossy. I just don't know that it's the other way, or like it works both ways. I don't know. I don't know if it's romantic. Why do I keep trying to see romance in this thing? I don't know if it's romantic, but I don't know. maybe she's just touched about the fact that Krusty is sort of like giving her all these attention, and it's not because he wants to please the Duke or anything. Because when they made her portrait and then they put it on the wall, and there were these three dudes that was like, "Oh, she's beautiful" and whatever, and then she walked behind them and saluted them and everything. She's like, people say stuff like that because of the Duke. It's not that they were being genuine about it. So Krusty, even though he has an angle that he's, after he still speaks to her with frankness, with truth. He's not sugarcoating anything. And that's when it comes to this. So maybe that's why he's appreciating his company as of now. But yeah. Oh, it was cute trying to see Akatsuki trying to learn how to dance by herself. And then she always showed up because she has to stop and she got. And there's those kids that were like, they saw Akatsuki and they like play. They want to play hide and seek with her or something. I don't know. That was cute too. What else? These last two episodes, I feel like there's a lot of talking. Like, I don't know exactly where this thing is going based on the last two episodes. Like, I don't know. I know there's this threat coming because of those two people of the land that saw the thing coming in the distance. And then I wonder if Regan is a villain or if he just needs Shiroe's help with whatever. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you guys for watching. And if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. And if you want to see the next episode right now, you can do so by checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/me. And you can also see the full link for this reaction there as well. For a second. Let me make sure that there's no auto credit. Because it seems like there's a lot of stuff. Yeah. Okay. No auto credit. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.